The idea that we're going to damage the earth by mining, the idea that we're going to damage the earth by drilling, the idea that we have any effect on this massive planet is a lie. It's like a religion going back hundreds, if not thousands of years, where they pray to the weather gods, or they pray to the sun god, or they pray. Now we pray to the climate change god. They finally settled on a nomenclature that makes it very difficult for the general population to understand and oppose. We don't want bad climate. Well, that's true. I mean, you hear people all the time, it's too hot here, they got tornadoes, I'm not living there. That part of California got earthquakes over there. Florida's got hurricanes. They're worse than ever before. How do we know that? They haven't been keeping statistics till the mid-1800s. How do we know? Worse than ever before. Planet's 3.5 billion years older. Ever before. Ever before. 1500s, ever before. 1600s, ever before. Where are the records? We don't have any records. We just know. By the way, what's the weather in 12 days? I don't know. But we just know we're destroying the planet. There's a George Carlin bit that he did in the 90s, I think it was. And he was fairly liberal / libertarian, but he was hilarious. It's the kind of comedy that you could really laugh at whether you agreed with it or not. And he does this whole shtick, and I've played it on radio several times, where he talks about the liberals and the so-called environmentalists, and he despises them, calls them self-righteous. Like somehow if we don't produce plastics, or we don't recycle, or we use gasoline, that we're going to kill the planet. And his bottom line is, no, we're not. We're like fleas on the back of this planet. We can't harm this planet if we wanted to. But the planet's going to devour us, like it devoured the dinosaurs, like it devoured in Pompeii, the people there. The planet will do whatever the hell the planet wants, and it's completely out of our control. And the idea that mortal beings, that human beings that don't understand 1/billionth of 1% of how the universe works is going to save the planet Earth is preposterous. I'll give you another example. The Earth, obviously, is a round sphere. And here's the surface of the Earth. We talk about drilling for oil. We talk about mining. Here's this Earth. The surface of the Earth is a monumental fraction of the Earth. The Earth has many layers. We couldn't cut into any significant way into the Earth if we wanted to. We don't have the capacity to do it. We don't have the know-how to do it. You know, you talk about going down thousands of feet, maybe even a mile, maybe even 2. That is nothing. That's nothing. The planet Earth is a massive sphere of material, of gases, of plates. We think we know what's at the center, but we really don't. All this time, human beings have been, well, on the face of the Earth, which isn't long. It's nothing. The idea that we're going to damage the Earth by mining, the idea that we're going to damage the Earth by drilling, the idea that we have any effect on this massive planet is a lie. It's like a religion going back hundreds, if not thousands of years, where they pray to the weather gods, or they pray to the sun god, or they pray. Now we pray to the climate change god. The arrogance that we actually understand this stuff and know this stuff and know what we can do. Just to give you a perfect example. Carbon dioxide is not a pollutant. It's never been a pollutant. It cannot be a pollutant. Why? Because it's what's necessary for plant life to live on the planet Earth. Carbon dioxide for plants is what oxygen is for human beings. Plants don't live off pollution. They die from pollution. Carbon dioxide is a nutrient to plants. Plants use carbon dioxide, and they create oxygen. We have this symbiotic relationship with plant life. They give us sustenance, oxygen. We give them sustenance, carbon dioxide. Not carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide. Well, we need to control carbon dioxide. You exhale carbon dioxide. Now, how do they intend to control it? They come up with these lies about how they can control it. Well, it's the automobiles the problem. The automobiles the problem? Oh, yes, yes, yes. Well, there weren't automobiles when there were dinosaurs. How did they die? Well, we don't know. You know, carbon dioxide. In the 1970s, we wanted more carbon dioxide. Why? Because they said the Amazon was dying. 1970s, they said the Earth was freezing. 1980s, they said the Earth is overheating. And on and on and on. Science, this isn't science, it's politics. And when you politicize science, you get bad results. Liberty and Tyranny, my book, which was a massive bestseller. I have an entire chapter on what I call envirostatists. Why? I put in there purposely, the publisher, my editor said, well, I don't know if you need to do it. I said, I'm writing the book, you get to read it. Which is pretty much what he did. Page after page after page of news accounts, what global warming is doing to the country. Hilariously absurd. One year it's doing this, one year it's doing the opposite of this. One year it's killing the ice cap, next year it's creating the ice cap. Killing the polar bears, there's more polar bears than ever before. It goes on and on and on. The media know nothing, the politicians know nothing, the scientists think they know everything because they get grants to promote climate change or global warming at the time. Why? Well, look, it empowers government. If you say you have the ability to control the air and control the water, if you say you have the ability to control nature, if you say you have the ability to control hurricanes and earthquakes and floods and all the rest of it, if only you and me would give up more of our freedom, would give up our cars, would give up our single-family homes, if we would only do X, Y, Z, A, B, C, then we'd be living in effectively a paradise where all these things wouldn't be happening. And so individualism, capitalism, prosperity, economic growth, well, they create pollution. They're killing the planet. They're killing our fellow human beings. That's why they embrace climate change. Carbon dioxide. Let me put it to you this way. Carbon dioxide, if carbon dioxide, if all the atmosphere in the world could be put in a stadium, let's say if 10,000 fans, 10,000 chairs in the stadium, carbon dioxide would amount to 4 chairs, 4 seats, out of 10,000, 4 seats. The greatest element in the atmosphere, anybody know what it is? It's water. Water. Water evaporates, where does it go? Into the atmosphere. Water makes up the vast majority of our atmosphere. Not all of it, the vast majority. Carbon dioxide. But you can't control. You can't even measure the amount of water that's in the atmosphere. What are you going to do? When water evaporates on Earth, you know, it rains, it gets hot, the water evaporates. You can't really control that, can you? What are you going to do? Nothing. But carbon dioxide, which you can't really control either, but it comes out of the Industrial Revolution, comes out of capitalism, it comes out of production, it comes out of animals and human beings. Therefore, if you want to control you and me, you come up with schemes and plots to control carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is not a pollutant. Carbon dioxide wasn't even on the list of pollutants when they passed the Clean Air Act. Carbon dioxide is treated as a pollutant as a result of a Supreme Court decision 5-4 in Massachusetts versus the EPA. And one justice who wrote the decision, while not saying it was a pollutant, said that under the Clean Air Act, the government had the ability, or the legal ability, to regulate it. He just said something that is not true. But a 5-4 decision, I guess, makes it true and lawful. And from that point forward, there's been this effort to control carbon dioxide. which means control your life, to destroy cars, the combustion engine, fossil fuels, single-family homes, to destroy livestock. That proposal's out there. In other words, to fundamentally alter how a free people live and choose to live. And so government now can dictate more dense housing, more public transportation, how we manufacture cars, if we manufacture combustion engines, and on and on and on. It all comes out of this fiction of climate change.
For all this and much more, sign up for Levin TV.